Hello and welcome to the Bel-E Scratch podcast. I'm your host, Bel-E.
And I'm your co-host, Scratch.
And today, any of you channel historians, and I know one day there will be some.
Yes.
Sooner or later.
When they teach this, when they talk about this, when you take a college course, when they talk about this podcast, this will be extra credit. Mm-hmm. We purposefully missed a week.
We purposefully missed a week just to fuck with college students 400 years in the future.
That's right.
And the best part is...
It'll be an urban legend anytime now.
You know what the best part is?
What's that?
Is that we have audio evidence so that they have confirmation that was this done on purpose? Like, cause it's, our entire history grade is writing on this. Yes, chat. Your name is Chat because that's how the internet works now.
Oh,
Chat. His nickname is Chat.
Just think all the future names that's going to be mechanically related.
Oh,
to.
Chatbox. We're going to have a President Spock at some point the future.
Sure.
I don't know when it's going to be, but that is happening.
Clickbait Johnson.
Oh my God. Yes. And he's running for council.
Student council.
Yes. He wants to be a senator.
Yep. That's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just let the dumb shit roll. Don't stop taking life seriously. But anyway, yes, we missed a week.
Yep.
But for a very important reason, nothing heinous.
No.
Thankfully. It was rather beautiful, actually.
It was pretty good.
Yes. A close family member of ours, mostly me.
Yeah, a non-blood relative.
Non-blood relative.
We all consider we're very close. We consider each other relatives, even though we're not related by blood.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily that we know of.
Yes, somewhere in there. So, they had their wedding last Sunday or whatever this is going to be released. It was very nice. It actually restored my faith in weddings.
It was a very nice wedding. Actually, it was
seriously.
It was my niece, your cousin.
Yes.
Yes, we're related by,
That's how, whatever. Confirmation. Also, for those college students of the future.
That's right.
I bet you someone's dissertation was writing on this confirmation and we just gave it to them.
That's right. Someone's going to get a PhD by understanding this one.
They're going to be a professor, like a doctorate in like world or U.S. history. This is their thesis.
Plato, Aristotle, Kierkegaard, Bel-E, and Scratch. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely.
Whatever. So suck it. How thought-provoking.
Yes, quite.
So, essentially, it was a very nice wedding. It restored my faith in weddings because I'm not going to lie.
Well,
I was just like, I've been to some crappy weddings before.
Yeah.
Thankfully, a lot of them were non-familial related. It was mostly extended friends or coworkers of mine.
It was put together really well.
Yeah, very well. Nothing dysfunctional
No
happened.
open bar, thank God.
Yeah, thank God. Oh, I'm so sick of that. My philosophy is, how about you have the reception food part first, and then later in the evening, if people want to stick around, then you open the bar. Does that make more sense?
Yeah.
Rather than opening them both up at the same time.
What was the last one
The last one you went to. I went to a couple ones after that, and it was just like, this sucks. It
was like as soon as the ceremony was open, the line for the open bar started forming. And
that was the wedding before
it was
this.
Like, we were all sitting around wondering when the food was gonna
be served, but everyone was lining up for the bar.
Everybody was lining up for the bar.
Immediately.
I mean, immediately.
Like, as soon as the bride and groom kissed at this particular wedding, they
boom,
jumped up to the bar.
Yeah,
it's like, oh no.
And people are like walking away.
Yeah.
But, you know, and it was kind of it was a beer wine open bar. So no liquor.
No one's mixing vodka with cranberry juice or something.
If it's an open bar, you get what they serve, basically.
That's cool.
So that's cool.
You know.
But they were like, I mean, and then if I'd have been in that age range, if I'd have been in my 20s when I went to something like that. Sure.
Be like, yeah.
I probably would, you know, they were sucking it down and then getting back in line. They weren't even going to the table.
No. No. And it makes me laugh, honestly. Oh, but yeah, that honestly was... That and a couple other times it kept happening. It kind of destroyed my faith in weddings for a long time. Because I was just like, this is just some catty dog and pony show bullshit.
Well, and there was no, I'm not going to say dysfunctional.
Uh-huh.
But
I will.
But there were no, you know, the wedding that we just went to,
yes,
you know,
to my cousin,
to your cousin, still both her parents that created her were still married.
Yes. And
the fellow, the groom.
Yes.
I don't think he had
my cousin-in-law now.
Yeah, cousin-in-law, my nephew-in-law.
It won't save him.
No, it won't.
No, it won't. But anyway. So there was no second dad, ex-husband. Okay, no.
Dynamics that took place.
I need to tell this story.
The last wedding that I went to.
I have to tell this story. Like, no disrespect to the bride and groom of this particular wedding, not my cousin's wedding, the one before this that we were willing to talk about.
Yes.
I got no disrespect to them. You know, life dealt them the hand that they had to work with at their wedding.
Yeah.
I have this is not a slap. This is not a slam against them in any way, shape, or form. I think this was more parental involvement.
Oh, absolutely.
Mostly the maternal unit of the bride. This was definitely their doing. It did
smell very strongly of... if I'm paying for this, this is how it's going to go down.
Exactly.
It really did.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. When we talk about dysfunctional stuff at a wedding, we're not talking about, oh, hey, the best man someone fainted, or the best man got a little too tipsy during the speech and can't do a good best man speech.
Sure.
Shit like that, not talking about that. That's little stuff.
Yeah, that's situational stuff.
Yeah, that's situational stuff, and you can joke about it down the line.
Right.
What we're talking about by dysfunctional stuff is one example that I've seen up close is there is sometimes the wedding tradition of where the bride and the groom, they kind of smack each other in the face with the cake, like pieces of the wedding cake.
Sure.
I don't know if that's new, but it might be new.
Probably not.
Okay. So, or maybe it's a resurgence.
with the YouTube and TikTok generation.
Sure.
Everybody's trying to create an event.
Sure. There's nothing wrong with that. And plus, there's nothing wrong with taking traditions that you find applicable to you.
Yeah.
And seeing how that will turn out. Nothing crazy, but, like the whole, not slapping, just kind of like poking each other in the face a little bit.
Like, look, you got some cake icing on her nose. Isn't that sweet?
Yeah, it's when, here's the thing, that's okay a little bit, especially if they both agree on it.
Yeah.
Beforehand, not just spur of the moment.
Well, there's a difference between a dab and a smash.
Yeah, I've seen...
It's like,
no. What I saw at one wedding, they didn't last long, by the way. One wedding I saw, it was the groom did the whole getting some cream cheese, butter, or icing, whatever, on the groom's the bride's face.
Yeah.
She apparently did not agree to this and was kind of shoving him away. just kind of semi-playfully, semi-seriously, because it's a wedding and cameras. But she looked a little spooketh. And she was like, I didn't agree to this. And kind of like, like pushed him, slapped him away a little bit. Yeah, and he straight up just grabbed the back of her head and slammed her face first into the wedding cake.
The entire cake?
The whole ass cake. The whole ass cake.
All right.
And that's when I went, I started like calling bets, like, what are the odds they split in 6 months? And some asshat in the back started taking up money or something like that. I would have been that asshat who was like taking money, on bets, how long they can last. If I knew anything about statistics.
He kind of splooged her a little while standing up while they were exchanging the bite of cake.
Yeah.
And then
she clearly did not agree with him slapping her in the face with cake, as I like to put it, as they're feeding each other the pieces.
And then he
got all mad and egotistical, like he went red in his face mad. Not like spur of the moment.
How dare
how
dare you stop me from painting cake on you?
Yeah, and then he just straight
grabbed
up
her by the back of the head
and just slammed her into the whole ass
and just tomahawk dunked her into
3-level layer cake.
Tomahawk dunked her into a wedding.
Yes.
That dude needs an ass kicking right there.
He about damn got it, because as soon as that happened, I was like, I'm leaving.
That's out of bounds right there.
Yeah, that's what I
can understand if she had kind of painted him with a slice, and then she didn't think anything was going to happen to her, like, ooh, I got you, but you can't get me. But
then he shoves a whipped cream pie in her face or something like that to get her back.
He was upset because
she said no.
She said no.
She basically told him no in a matter of speaking.
Oh, and sure.
That's dysfunctional.
That's right. She doesn't tell me no in front of a bunch of strangers, by God.
Yeah, they had been married 30 minutes and already had a domestic violence episode. Yes.
Dude, that's...
Yeah, they didn't last long. I think she got that shit annulled in like a couple of days because there was like video evidence. It wasn't hard.
Hey, Maya Angelou, when somebody shows you who they are,
believe them.
Believe them. Yeah.
Very few truer words have been spoken.
Very few truer words. And all our lives would be greatly improved if we would all pay attention to that.
Indeed. So that's...
You don't believe in forgiveness? Oh, I believe in forgiveness. No,
there's forgiveness, but there's a difference between forgiveness versus giving them a second chance to fuck up again.
Right.
That's a big difference.
Forgiveness comes with
it's supposed to give you peace.
Well, the other person clearly has to be sorry for what they did or apologize. That's step one. They have to ask for forgiveness. First of all, they have to ask. Forgiveness is not, yes, it's okay to forgive people, but in a situation like that, forgiveness must be asked for and then earned. Okay.
Indeed.
And clearly, man, that's brutal.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about by dysfunctional.
That's really dysfunctional.
And the reason why...
Like, well, it's just cake. No, it's bigger than that.
Yeah, it's a lot ceremonial, and it's telling.
It's very telling.
Very telling.
Very telling.
So, the reason why I bring that up is because the last wedding that you and I went to, aside from my cousin's one, the one before...
Right.
Some dysfunctional shit went down. And I don't mean like, the cake sucks, food sucks, open bar, even though that was kind of part of it. But the beginning of the ceremony, like, when all the people were, taking their spots, the bridesmaids, maid of honor, best man, whatever the maid of honor equivalent of the dude's lineup is. I don't know what they're called.
Groomsmen,
probably. So, what? Basically, everyone's trying to take their place.
Yeah.
Okay.
The traditional placement of your...
Yeah, of your party members.
Your posse.
Yeah.
I said posse. Anyway.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So, essentially what happened... Oh my God, I can't believe we're telling this story. but I brought it up, so we have to. All right. This is a little hard to explain because it requires just a tiny bit of background. Oh, how do I say this without throwing a particular party under the bus? One of the people getting married... No, it's not going to work because I have to be specific.
Is this the whole dad thing?
Yes, the dad part.
Okay, traditionally, and I have a book in that bookshelf right there.
Yeah.
That's
talks about where traditions come from.
Talk about where traditions come from.
Yeah.
And we're not. First of all, we're not advocating any of this. We're just saying that
this is where it comes from.
This is where it comes from. Yeah. This is the structure of it. Do you agree with it? Disagree with it? It's a moot point.
No. It's like talking about.
It was their ceremony. Mm-hmm. Okay, they chose, and and a lot of the standard, the quote unquote dad. Mm-hmm. Walks down the bride.
Yes.
And there's the line of, now, traditional ceremonies. If you don't believe in that sort of thing. Whatever. That's your business. But this is what happened. And I'm not pro or con on that. I'm just saying this is what happened.
Typically, the father of the bride walks the groom down to the altar and, quote unquote, gives her away.
Walks the bride down.
Yeah, walks the bride. Sorry, walks the bride.
Because it's usually... his daughter. It's the father's daughter.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, the traditions, how that came to be was it originally was literally giving the daughter away.
Literally.
Okay. Not ceremonially.
I'm not pro or con
later.
On that either. No. I'm just saying that's how the ceremony evolved.
Yeah. Hang on.
Okay. It's like the coin toss before a football game, people. Yeah. That's just the rules. I'm not pro or con on it. Yeah. I'm just telling you that's the way it was set up this particular time.
Sure, but...
So they chose that perspective of tradition to have the father walk his daughter, his blood daughter down.
Sure.
And then...
What had happened was the groom's parent, or I keep saying that, the bride's parents. The bride's parents... were not together anymore.
Yeah, they were divorced.
They were divorced for a very, very long time.
Right.
So, I don't know all of the details, but I don't know how this got started, but I know where it ended. It started... I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where it started, but I
know who it started by. I don't know how this got approved, but I know where the end comes from. The ending of it was the guy that the mother of the bride just happened to be fucking.
The boyfriend.
Sure, the guy. No.
You're right. You're right. It was totally based on fluid exchange. Absolutely.
No. I'm not going to this person does not qualify as boyfriend. This person qualifies for the title of person she just so happened to be fucking at the time. Which is a very prestigious title, albeit common as hell. That dude was not her boyfriend. That was the guy she just so happened to be fucking at the time.
All right.
Walked.
Not for safe work language people.
No, of course not. But that's who he was.
That's who he was. And he'd only been in the picture like a couple of years.
Yeah, a couple of years, couple of months, something like that. Like very, very temporary. And he walked her halfway up to the aisle. Then her actual blood father took her the rest of the way.
And
I have never seen so much chatter just erupt in a wedding before.
Well, and then we have to, and I don't know.
I mean, there was one other incident during the ceremony that I don't have a problem with. I just thought it was weird. No. The whole the split dad thing, that was like, whoa.
And another thing, people, I'm just being observational.
Yeah.
It didn't change. Okay.
Yeah, they still got married.
Mom, they still got married.
They're still happy. They're still together.
Of the bride,
you know more about her than I do.
She has, there is a certain place she does have in my heart, but I know she's crazy. Okay, I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with admitting that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, and the dad, he's had his moments too.
Yes.
And that's not a I'm better than them type of perspective. That's measurable.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's not an opinion. Mm-hmm. So I just thought,
That's
okay.
Weird.
It was really weird. Although,
I mean, here's the thing: we're not uber traditionalists, but even then, if you get a break in form, it's still a break in form.
A break in form is still a break in form. Okay, yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, I wasn't like I object, unmitigated gall, and I'm not standing here. No. Got up and walked out. No, it wasn't anything like that.
No, it was just like it seemed more like a slap in the face.
It kind of really did.
Got me.
It really did. It seemed like a slap in the face.
For some reason, I understand what the gesture was supposed to be. Like they're both, they both helped raise her and so on and so forth. I get that. But the way that it was set up, it seemed less of a genuine display of togetherness and more like a slap in the face of the father.
Yeah, that's exactly what it. And maybe he had it coming. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, because their life is not any of my business.
No,
and I'm not. I'm not asking, and I'm tell you something, any information that I wanted about any of them, I could get in the next 15 minutes, okay?
Indeed.
Any information. Okay, but it's none of my business.
Yes.
It's their life. They're functional. They're not murderers or drug dealers, pimps or nothing crazy or anything. Crazy.
Nothing illegal.
Nothing I have to worry about being in the same house with them, so I don't really care. It's their life. It's their business. None of my business.
Yeah.
But it really did.
It just seemed more dysfunctional than misguided. Does that make sense?
Yes. So it did seem like a kind of a little bit of a slap to the genetic dad.
Yes.
And he's had some questionable actions too.
No. We're not saying he's a saint.
No, he's not a saint.
But he tries. Like he could have very easily walked out of the bride's life.
Oh, he could have said, like F you and
just bailed.
And just bailed. Okay.
But he didn't.
Not completely.
I know. Like we said, he's
his
not
application
saint, but he's still stuck around.
I can only measure him by how. I mean, because that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
We measure situations and we measure interactions about, because people are always going, well, there's no way that I would have put up with that kind of shit.
Indeed.
And everybody listening, any person listening, has said that.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that person over there, and it's always something dumb like, when they got that gun stuck in their face and got carjacked, I would have just drove off. Well, you don't know what you would have done because you've never been in that situation.
Exactly.
And it's easy to say, and I've been guilty of that as anybody else.
Fair.
Okay. Where I was like, God damn it, I was no way I'm going to put up with that. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And that's okay to be an armchair quarterback to observe from a distance. But it
just don't be loud about it.
It kind of reeked of an element that.
There was a negative connotation.
There was an extreme negative connotation to it, which I thought in that situation, in a wedding situation where everybody just wants to celebrate. Here's the thing, people.
It's supposed to be a celebration.
We just want to celebrate two people.
Yes.
Two human beings, okay? I'm not talking about any other dynamic. I'm not talking about
two people.
Two human beings. I'm not talking about the equipment they were born with. I'm not talking about what college football team they pull for. I'm just talking about two people celebrating, coming together and saying, hey, we are making a formal commitment or a spiritual commitment or a physical commitment or whatever to each other. Let's just celebrate the coupling of these two human beings.
Yes.
I can respect that under as long as they're consenting legal-aged adults.
Correct. Yeah, let's not get too far out of bounds.
I'm just saying that if it's legal,
because some dumb shit still gets passed along in this country.
And there's some next level stuff that's trying to worm its way in, but I don't want to talk about it. That's another discussion for another time. But what I am saying is the focus of the ceremony, the focus of the event. Yeah, we went for the cake. So what? But what I am saying is that the focus should be on two human beings formally committing to each other and saying it's a celebration.
Yes, okay. And it's what it's supposed to be.
It's what it's supposed to be. And it seems
like it was made.
It seems insignificant. And people are saying, well, that's just a problem that you have with it. No, you weren't there.
No, you weren't there.
And you didn't see it.
You also didn't see their body language,
you didn't
what
see
the
body
faces
language
looked like.
So it was like, ugh. And
it was just this weird setup.
I just thought
it was just an insult to the genetic dad.
It was just a distraction from
and I think it was
what
also,
we were there for.
And I think it was also to just incite drama and gossip talking.
And that type of thing drives me off my nut.
Yeah, that was what helped kill my faith in weddings initially, was the fact that
it was like
these couple of things during the ceremony threw the entire vibe off in the reception.
It really did.
And it went from a celebration of two people wanting to spend the rest of their earthly lives together to just this catty clique high school gossiping bullshit.
Exactly. High school bullshit. Yeah, exactly.
And I just said and for years I just said to myself, I would just rather get married in the courthouse with like 2-3 people witnessing, and if we had to have a wedding, it would just be for the lulls. Not taken seriously because people who gossip are going to find a way to do it anyway.
And of course, there's always going to be the easiest thing in the world to be is a critic.
Yes.
Okay.
Very.
So, the non-traditionalists would say, well, that's what you get for getting married under those circumstances. If they had gotten married in a non-traditional sense, I believe that this dynamic would have raised its head.
Yes.
So to me,
it doesn't matter.
It didn't matter that there was a ceremony or
it was just
whoever was reading the vow or reading the
at the end of the day, it was a calculated move.
It was a calculated move.
It was like a killing two birds with one stone. A slap in the face of the biological dad and it just turning the entire thing inside out.
Well, that's the whole thing.
Soiling the event.
It really did.
It was a calculated thing to soil the event.
I mean, did he have it coming?
Maybe.
I don't know.
No. We're not saying
I'm not defending him either. I am saying
okay. We're spending way too much time on this.
Oh no, this is cool. This is cultural stuff, and we might as well get used to talking to him about it.
Shit. All right. Damn. I'm just saying, like, how many times can we tread over the exact same thing? It was fucked up.
It was. Okay. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And I say that because the other thing that kind of drew heads, it wasn't as dysfunctional. This was definitely more misguided than nefarious.
Right.
It was when in the middle, it was like somewhere between the sermon and the vows, the bride and groom, like, went to the far left of where the altar space would be.
Yeah.
And there was like a canvas set up. They both took like a paintbrush in each hand and drew a circle from down to up. Like they both drew one half of a gold painted circle as like a symbol of their eternalness. Marriage feeds into itself, a gold ring, etc. Symbolism. I couldn't help but look at that sudden break from the sermon to painting a golden circle back to the vows and then the rings and etc.
Well, we saw a little bit of that in the cousin wedding.
Well, yeah, just a little bit of that. That has to be new, but I had never seen that before. But I'd never seen it before, something like that. And I couldn't help but, maybe it's just me, but I couldn't help but look at them trying to paint this golden halo circle on a blank white canvas. I couldn't help but go, Are they trying to summon Bob Ross to bless the wedding? Has Bob Ross reached that level of famousness where he's been canified as a saint?
How dare you besmirch the memory of Bob Ross?
Saint Bob Ross.
Saint Bob
Patron
Ross.
of painting.
Patron of fro painting.
Mm-hmm.
Fear the fro.
Patron of joyful painting, of making art joyfully.
Happy little tree.
Oh my God.
And I love Bob Ross.
Oh, I love Bob Ross.
I grew up watching Bob Ross on PBS.
Yeah.
And there was only 4 channels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every now and again, someone, there's like some kind of Bob Ross channel on Twitch, and every now and again, they'll play some of those episodes in order, and people will paint along on Twitch.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
It is awesome.
The joy of painting on Twitch.tv. What a time to be alive.
What did he use? Did he use watercolors or?
Oh no, oil.
Oil.
Yeah. Wet
It was
canvas.
like the Fred Mr. Rogers of oil painting.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, basically, without the sweater.
Oh yeah. No, Mr. Rogers was more of he was more pastoral because he was a pastor.
He was a Presbyterian pastor, yes.
And I would say,
ordained.
And I would say, Bob
minister.
Ross was more like philosophy, like hard philosophy.
Oh yeah.
Obviously there was there was a little bit of gospel of what he was talking about, but it was less so than say Mr. Rogers. And even then, Mr. Rogers really didn't just come out and started quoting verses, at least not to my knowledge.
No.
I think it was more subtle than that.
It was more specific scripture, no.
But the lessons
the lessons,
yes.
the moral lessons.
And that's fine.
And that's fine.
Yeah, you don't have to always you don't always have to quote the scripture just to get your fucking point across about the lesson. But anyway.
And if you can't explain it any other way, you shouldn't talk about it in the first place.
Correct. You don't have to hit hard like Davy and Goliath.
No.
You do. That is not subtle at all.
You don't.
I mean, I get it. Lutheran Church, I get that's how they are.
It has its place.
Sure, but you don't have to hit it that hard.
Right.
But anyway.
It's either that or, Heathcliff.
Sure.
But anyway.
Anyway. I don't know. I still like VeggieTales.
Yeah. But,
so, essentially, that
threw me off, too, because I was like,
what the fuck?
What are they getting ready to do?
Yeah. They didn't really. The guy that had preaching it, he was kind of young, and he didn't speak up loud enough before announcing, okay, they're going to draw this golden circle, and this is what it represents, before they went off and did it. I was like, wait, what?
Oh, yeah, and it was like 102 out there. Yeah. It was an outdoor wedding. It was really beautiful.
It was beautiful, but it was fucking hot.
It was hot. I mean, I had sweat dripping off my ears.
So everyone was like extra unhappy. In no mood to deal with anyone's bullshit.
It was right after a rainstorm. It was like, oh my God, it's raining. They're not going to be able to do this outside. And the rain and it was. Straight up stopped. The clouds moved and the sun came out and just started baking everything. And everything was wet and humid. So I was a little uncomfortable being a buffalo myself.
Yes.
I was all sweaty, and when they went over to
sometimes shit like that happens.
And
down
I've been
here.
being the child of a minister. I've been to tons of weddings. And I had never seen that before, so I didn't know what they were going to do.
No.
Because I saw the setup over to the side, and I was like, what is that?
Yeah. And then the break and form, it was like, And about my cousin's wedding, they did something similar, they transitioned better.
I thought the transition was better.
It was still pagan as fuck. But yes. I'm not going to say anything to anybody, because here's the thing.
I mean,
people don't. They
they
literally tied the knot. Like
they
literally took
tied the knot,
strands of rope, like pretty rope, and tied up together in a knot.
Pretty rope.
It was actually pretty rope. I will not lie. I liked the aesthetics of the rope that they picked out. It was genuinely beautiful, and it fit with everything.
It was.
And I'm not trying to be an asshole.
No.
But what had happened? Get closer. This new chair lets me lean back as far as I can. So
with people understanding that I will riff on anything.
Yes.
So F you, buddy.
Indeed.
If I feel like it. So anyway,
here's the thing.
But it was a pretty rope.
Yes, but the act itself had pagan connotation.
Yeah.
And far be it from me to point out the fact that sometimes pagan shit makes its way into major religions. That just happens. That's just passing culture onto is something else.
Yeah.
Like say, like they say back in the day, there was like this one area of the world that always had like some kind of goddess figure in their religion. They get taken over by a bigger group of people that say, you must worship the way we do or else you're going to die horribly, painfully. And then years go by, they still kind of keep that tradition of whatever they're
they work.
And then they slowly integrate it into the dominant religion.
It's like
it's why Mary gets a lot of focus nowadays.
It's like one area of the world is their religion is patriarchal.
Yes.
And if they were taken over by a matriarchal,
then
they keep the patriarchal aspect of it in there
and
somewhere.
Sooner or later,
vice versa.
Yeah.
Areas of the world that's been matriarchal and taken over by a patriarchal
religion.
And they work the matriarchal into it. Yes,
some way, somehow.
That's just standard.
That's standard.
That's standard human being stuff right there.
Yeah. Okay. So there will be stuff that does wind its way into it. However, I am not going to be an asshole. And directly say to my cousin and cousin-in-law, hey, that tying the rope meant this. You shouldn't have done it. You're going to hell. X, Y, Z. I'm not going to do that.
No, and I don't believe that either.
No.
I'm just saying that's where it comes from.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm not going to do that. I would not cast a shadow on their day.
Now, if I wanted to be a dick about it, sure.
Sure. No, if I wanted to, curse myself, I would do that.
Be like, oh, okay, I didn't get any cake, so here, take that.
Yeah, no. That's how you end up fucking yourself later in life.
Yeah.
Because whether or not you believe in a higher power, whatever the equivalent of karma is to
whatever
you, will catch up.
Yeah. Whatever you want to believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I don't
for
care
some
if you're
reason,
an atheist.
karma...
Atheists believe in karma.
Yeah.
They have to.
Something.
Karma... They're all the ones talking about, pay it forward. You need God to be moral. Okay, that's fine.
Then karma.
Either way.
Yeah. Whatever.
It don't matter. Whatever.
The karma, the rule of karma as a like that whole thing of do good things happen to you, do bad things things happen to you. That seems to be pretty universal across all religions that I've read up on.
Well, I mean, and there's a simple explanation for it.
It's
if
true.
Well, yes, it is true. It's like if you do bad things, then you're not a good person. So bad things are going to happen to you.
Yeah, because you're involved with other bad people.
Because you're involved with other bad people. You're involved with other bad activity.
Mm-hmm.
Negative activity. Let's call it negative.
And you attract what you give out.
Attract what you give out.
So that's just how it is.
That's just how it is.
So
okay, it's not hard to understand that.
No,
there's nothing spooky or witchcrafty about it.
No, this isn't occult science on the level of Aleister Crowley. This is.
There are people that try to turn it into that, but it isn't.
People like to complicate shit. Let's be honest.
Oh, they do.
But this is not complex.
No, it's not.
Don't be an asshole.
Yeah, don't be an asshole.
There you go.
There you go.
Have one, don't be one.
Yeah, have one, don't be one. That's awesome. You should write that down.
Shut up, my neck hurts.
Oh, yeah, part 2 of what we're going to be talking about.
Part 2 of what we're going to be talking about. I had the most insane day yesterday as of this recording. I need to write that down.
Yeah, asshole.
Asshole.
Own one, don't be one.
Definition.
Dibs.
Definition. Trademark.
Trademark.
Definition. Quote.
Oh, the patent office is going to hate us.
Have one, comma, don't be one.
Be one. That's going to be extra credit on a college test in the future.
That is going to be a T-shirt.
It's going to be a T-shirt. That's right.
I'm going to make this a fucking T-shirt. I know someone who can do that shit.
Oh yeah, we can. I'm getting where. Well, we're going to be expanding this year.
No, I get that. I'm just telling you, I know somebody already.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the wedding was beautiful, genuinely so. Nothing bad happened. No one got catty or gossipy.
No.
Restored my faith in weddings. I would like to have one.
It was very nice.
If anyone does some dumb shit, I will kill them. For legal reasons, this is a joke.
Legal reasons, this is a joke.
I'm not joking. I want to have a
Maybe we'll just turn.
I just want to have a nice time at my wedding. That's all I want. Nothing weird. Nothing dysfunctional. If you get drunk, I'm going to grab you by your hair and drag your ass outside, and we're going to continue on without you. And I will do that every single time it happens. In the dress, no heels. I'm going to kick your ass.
Yeah.
And I'm getting a swords dance solo. No one can stop me.
Nope. Because it's your day.
Yes, and if I want to dance in a damn white dress with my
white wedding
scimitar, my scimitar Jotaro, because I have a Middle Eastern sword with a Japanese name because I am just brilliant like that. So Part 2. I had the most insane day. I have been just getting stir crazy the past couple weeks.
Well, spring is here.
Spring is here.
Spring is here.
Oh, that actually does make sense, because I've just been feeling like I have to do something. Sedate me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because I need to go do shit.
Yeah, because winter's over.
Exactly.
And, I told you when spring shows up, people are going to like.
People get.
Are like, I gotta get out of here, man. I gotta go.
I genuinely been thinking the past week. I genuinely been thinking about getting another job, even though that's fucking insane because it's not going to pay as well as personal training. But it doesn't leave me, and I'm like, now, granted, my superior, I'm not the biggest fan of, but I don't want to talk about it for just in case.
Right.
But it's like, I'm making a lot of money as a trainer, but I still have the need to go get another job just to leave the environment I'm in. Like, not 100% because the superior, per se, just, I need to go somewhere.
Maybe you need to, like, take a week vacation. You and the dog, you and the hound of darkness go somewhere for, like, a week or something.
I don't know where to go. And I don't even think I have the capital built up to do it.
I'm just saying.
No, you're not wrong. Yeah. Heck, even if I, like, took a week off and all I did was just, like, go somewhere within a couple hours travel. Yeah.
You just gotta get out from under this roof. Yeah, that's cool. Really all it is.
Because my idea was, like, having, like, a little staycation where I would just pay some money to stay at, like, an in-town hotel, like, not like a low-scale hotel, like a middle to upper-class hotel.
Sure.
For, like, 2-3 days. And be catered to.
Yeah.
You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
You know, a little staycation, something like that.
Sure.
So I did think about that. It's not off the table, but I can do that because I can make my own schedule.
Yep.
I might have to do that eventually because I've been working 6 days a week for the past 5 weeks, and I'm not used to that.
Right.
So I had to get out of town. I did that yesterday. I went to the capital of our particular state, which is a nice place.
It's a nice place.
To
visit.
I say to visit.
We're not urbanites.
No,
we're just not.
Here's the thing. I could probably live in a city for maybe a couple of weeks, but that's it.
Well, you would have to live in a place that
is safe.
It's safe. It would be inner city where, there would be public transportation. You take the bus.
Or a bike. I wouldn't mind biking, But I would probably be able to stay inside of a city for maybe a couple weeks at a time.
Yeah.
But then I would be like, I'm done.
I'm tired of people bumping into me when I go down to the
I'm going out
store to get some milk.
Yeah, exactly. I want to go out into the woods, become a cryptid again.
Yeah.
That is actually legit one of my plans. Get a big piece of property, have like an Aztec death whistle, and once every couple of weeks I blow it just to make sure people don't buy shit around my property. They think something is fucking haunted there. I remember reading this post.
An Aztec death whistle?
It's because when you blow on it, it sounds like a human scream.
Oh, I don't want... Oh.
It's just to spook people. I'm not going to prank people. You have to send me
a recording of that because...
I can look that shit up right now.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm
reaching for my phone.
No, don't do it.
I'm reaching for my phone.
It doesn't sound like You ever heard a Bigfoot call?
I have. It's not that. It's higher pitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it sounds like... okay. So
I've heard noises that have been attributed to quote unquote Bigfoots.
Yes.
On TV.
Sure.
I've never heard one personally.
It's like a low rumbling. Ooh.
No.
Really? What the hell is it then? I've heard that.
It's kind of like a high whooping kind of
high
thing.
Whooping. Okay, this is not a high whoop.
Oh,
that? No. It's not animalistic.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
That was the weirdest thing, is this does not sound animalistic at all.
Really?
Yes. It's not like a duck call or like when you, to like pigs.
No, and my ear is very acute to sound.
That's why I'm not going to turn it up all the way. Okay. There's like
Look.
This. No. Oh shit, a cat!
Where'd she come from?
She was in the closet, man.
Okay. All right. I was like, something touched my leg.
Yeah, it was
a
cat.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's the cat. Okay, that's our cat. Let me let her out real quick, just without letting the beast in.
That's Ginger.
Pause. Yeah. Jean. Right. Go. Yeah, I just had to prevent my beast from getting in.
The Hound of Hell.
Indeed.
The Black Dog.
All right. Hang on. I'm gonna.
Blackety black.
There's like some chick talking about it, which is fine. And
An Aztec death whistle.
Yes. Can you hear it?
Yeah. Okay, that sounded like somebody with asthma.
What?
I didn't really hear anything.
Oh.
I just heard her blowing in it. I didn't really hear the sound of the whistle.
That was the sound of the whistle.
We'll turn it up.
Let me repeat. Let me go back.
Haunted. They're super creepy, super loud, and we have a couple of different ones to try out for you today.
Okay.
As you can see, super high pitch.
I don't know. It just sounds like somebody blowing air through a tube.
Yeah, but if you're out in the middle of the woods and you can't see what that is, it's
Blair Witch?
Yeah, exactly. No.
Okay, now that sounded nothing like what I have heard described as Bigfoot.
No, it is not it's not a Bigfoot call. Okay. No, here's the thing. I remember reading this Reddit post. I don't know how real this is, but I guarantee you someone that we know has attempted this at least once or twice.
I'm sure I've met someone that has.
But there was like a neighborhood and someone moved in, and I don't know if this is like an urban legend or anything, but someone had like moved into the neighborhood, and a couple weeks later, one of the neighbors, a few doors down, or a few houses down, like took their shotgun, fired it twice in the air, and then went back inside, and would periodically do this very sporadically throughout the month. And he asked one of his neighbors, like, what the fuck are they doing? You know, he's like, if people think it's dangerous to live here, the prices don't go up. He's helping to keep all our prices down for, like, rent and mortgage and shit.
What?
Something like that.
Oh, that's dumb.
Still, if it works, it works. Hey, you can't buy property if you think
it works.
You can't buy property if you think the fucking Wendigos live on it.
Wendigos.
Yes,
okay.
Winnebagos. People who are smart.
Some of that Canadian stuff there.
Yeah, people, if you're smart, you don't mess with them dermis walkers.
All right.
So, anyway, that is, my future plans aside, my day yesterday, I just had to get out of town. I trained a couple people in the morning. That went well. As soon as the last person cleared out of there, I ran out of that gym, slamming all the lights off and everything like it was on fire, because there was someone coming in at the time I left, around 11 a.m., who he said he was going to come install more mirrors into the gym.
Right.
So something for you to look forward to. And I was like, I am not supervising this. I got shit to do. I got a concert to go to. I want to explore the capital city in broad daylight to get a better feel for it. Because the last time I went, it was pitch black.
When you got there.
When I got there.
And it was black when you left.
It was black when I left. I was scared shitless because I didn't know where I was.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. So I ran out of there, came back, got dressed, grabbed supplies, left.
Yep.
It's about a 2-ish hour drive. It's
wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. Since we're all driving the speed limit because of the price of gas,
yes,
then it's a 2-hour drive now.
It is a 2-hour drive now.
Personally, when I graduated from high school, I drove it in 55 minutes, but I don't recommend it.
No.
But I'm telling you.
Gas was also cheap back then.
Back when you could get a candy bar for a rock. Yeah. So
I miss those days too.
But yeah, it's probably now, because everybody's driving the speed limit, it's probably a 2-hour drive.
Yes. Between that and the cops, it's a 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
No, and plus here's the thing, it's a straight shot.
It's a straight shot.
So
absolutely.
You can literally just like gun it 120 miles an hour and make it inside of an hour.
I've done it.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it, but I've done it. I was 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
And plus, it's a straight shot. It's not like you're having to go through back roads, get off this exit, get off that exit. No, it's a straight shot.
Straight shot. Yeah.
So.
And it's south.
Yeah.
So you're going down. You're going down. You're going downhill.
You're going downhill.
That's what Treebeard says.
Whatever.
Going south feels like
oh my
walking downhill.
Ugh. Fucking ant lover.
Anyway.
So what had happened was I'm dressed very colorfully for the type of show I was about to go get to see. Basically a Tool cover band that's local to our area.
That is really good.
They're really good.
They're really good. I mean, yes. they nailed Tool.
Yeah, last night, really full reels.
I give it to them.
Yeah, the main differences between them is, obviously Tool is Tool. Their cover band, in my opinion, aside from, I just like seeing them because it's Tool.
Right.
The seats aren't $600 a pop, you some bitch, bald motherfucker.
Well, that's because all the white people like Tool.
Yeah, I know that. And Ticketmaster could kiss my taint.
They would probably pay for that privilege as well.
They will pay through the nose, eyes, teeth for the privilege. Anyway, for legal reasons, this is a joke. Whew. Anyway, the main difference is the band, the cover band, they're basically cosplaying as Tool. Like the drummer.
Oh, yeah.
Their drummer has like the basketball jerseys like Danny Carey's got. You know, the lead singer's got like a long fake wig.
Does he wear the green jersey? The green shorts?
Like, he did one time, but it doesn't say Carey on it. It says his name instead. But it's basically a basketball uniform like Danny Carey wears.
Okay.
Watch the video I sent you when they record Numa. You'll see what I'm talking about.
No, I know. He's like wearing. He dresses like he's a
basketball player.
He's a Boston Celtic fan.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Except I think it's like the drummer's favorite basketball fan because it's not the Celtics.
I don't know.
But still, whatever.
Anyway.
I'm not a basketball person. And their lead singer, I've seen him wear the riot gear. Last night, he wore the Reverend Maynard outfit, and I was like, what the fuck's about to break loose? I have only seen this with Pussifer. What is about to happen? Where is the exit? What? I was very strung out because, we're gonna get into that. I did not make bad decisions that night.
Did you do some pre-gaming?
I was a little spooky from what had happened before the concert even started.
Oh, really?
So I'm about to get into.
There was an incident.
I'm going to get into that.
Okay.
Getting into that right now.
It's been covered on the national news.
Jesus. Oh God. People are going to very quickly figure out where we are, but you know what? I don't give a shit. So, what had happened is a 2-hour drive. I'm 30 minutes away from the Capitol.
Right.
I am just having fun, rolling up. I'm very colorful, and I'm going to a Tool concert being colorful because, yes.
Because, yes.
Who's going to stop me?
Who's going to stop you? Absolutely.
Yeah. Everyone at the concert is like black Tool shirts, band shirts that are similar, like in the same genre, and I'm like, tie-dyed flare pants McGee over in the corner. Got a rainbow bandana and a purple hoodie. And I'm in the corner.
Like a box of crayons threw up on you.
Yeah. No, hey, I
know.
Fuck you, man.
No, I'm playing.
Yeah. Fuck you, man. That tie-dye is good tie-dye.
It is a good tie-dye.
It's not color vomit.
No, it's not.
It's very nice.
Right.
So... it was like around 2:00. I'm like 30 minutes away from the Capitol itself.
Uh-huh.
I'm literally on the highway. I'm telling you this for your own peace of mind as well. Right. I was literally on the highway leading away from where this was happening.
Uh-huh.
And 20 to 30 cop cars, ambulances, fire engines pass by going in the opposite direction. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I thought it was normal.
Oh.
Because I had never been to the city more than one time, and that was in the night. And I'm like, is it this dysfunctional out here where that is normal?
It's like the Wild Wild West.
Yes.
Excuse me.
So, just for your peace of mind, I thought it was normal.
Oh, you had an adventurous drive there.
Yes, I was. Yeah, they were going in the opposite direction of where I was going, and I was like, that must be normal. I did not ask any locals what that was.
Well, sure.
Nothing.
How long was it after that till you got my text?
Let me go through the series of events.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. The main thing I was told about was there was going to be some kind of football scrimmage thing in the city.
Oh, yeah.
And that was what I was trying to avoid.
Yeah, there's a big college football program in the city.
Yeah, and they were going to do their thing that day.
It's called the spring game,
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
That was what I was trying to avoid, is that traffic in that area.
Well, they all live there.
Sure.
So it wasn't like...
Oh, that's
yeah, it isn't like down the road here where
Shit.
everybody, it's a small town and everybody drives in. 85,000 people drive into one place.
Okay,
it's in the middle of a multiple million or
100,000,
hundreds of thousands, many hundreds of thousands of people.
Yes.
Who live within a short distance.
Oh,
so that's the difference.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, because I've been to places where when it's football season, you can't
get anywhere near the place.
Yeah, exactly. So
especially
but that didn't happen.
Especially that joint down the road here.
Yeah, exactly.
And
when I went to the Capitol, it wasn't like that at all. I could still move through traffic fairly freely, even though people were just loading into the stadium. I'm like, what is happening?
Right.
But I didn't think about that.
Sure.
I go to it was basically like one of those, they're kind of one and the same now, those metaphysical stores, but it's also a hippie clothing store.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're more metaphysical, sometimes they're more hippie clothing, but they still have elements of both.
Was it like a formal chain, or was it like somebody local? Oh, okay.
Local.
That has a little more.
Local.
That has a little more local culture to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I got some stuff.
Sure.
I got a patch, kind of like a up top wraparound, a new top. That is...
Oh, the one you showed me this morning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was the wraparound. The other top...
Hey.
Tastefully revealing is all I'm going to say.
It's your clothes.
I know.
You don't have to show me everything.
I'm not going to show you everything.
That's
no,
cool.
I know where the line is.
Cool.
And
Thank you.
Yeah, don't worry.
I don't want to see it.
I know.
Anyway.
No, when I get my muscles in shape, I will wear it.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it was for.
Oh, okay, cool.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's what I bought it for. It's like, look, I'm tired of yo-yoing my diet. I need to get my shit together.
Right.
So that's what that top is for.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't have to look thin.
So you're passed by 100.
I get passed by the entirety of the Colombian Police Department and Fire Department, and I guess all their hospital branches combined. I thought that was normal. And, I brought quarters this time because these fuckers still use meters. They got meters where you pay with Venmo, motherfucker.
Easy.
Sorry, I'm just like, what is this? Who set this up? Venmo?
I don't know.
Credit cards? What?
Parking meters with credit cards?
Yes, slots. Parking, credit card slots in their parking meters.
All right.
Some of them had Venmo, some of them had all three.
Cool.
Or a combination of the three. It was weird. I don't like it, but I had quarters regardless.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going into the local store.
It's called change, people.
Yes, change.
Hey.
I'm not going to throw the glass bottle at you.
Thank you.
I've got more sense than that. I'm not in high school anymore. Thank God.
Thank God.
That's not me anymore. So I'm in there.
Right.
And 2 doors down was, I'm trying to think. I don't know if it's like a big chain. No, I'm not going to mention it because I don't know how big of a chain it is. Basically a well-to-do head shop.
Uh-huh.
That is synonymous with the same head shop that I used to go to college nearby.
They're always named that for some reason.
No, this one was the original one.
Oh, this was...
The originaliest. It said
the one
on
in this
the side.
state.
Yes.
Okay.
It was the original head shop of this name in our state.
Well, I'm sure it was, because that was the biggest city in this state.
Yes, for the longest time.
Still technically is.
I don't know. There's a couple coastal towns that would give it some due, but whatever.
Population-wise.
Of course. Yeah. But, I went in there. I was just curious. That was a lot of glassware. Like, I'm just like, oh God, where's Cheech and Chong, man? Jesus, I'm not. That's not me. And I'm like, oh, okay, what? And then we're talking back and forth. I'm just curious what's in there, looking at their T-shirts and shit.
Right.
And that was right around the time I got your text, because I turned my Wi-Fi on, and all the stuff started coming. I had some of my clients who I told I was going on a trip come in contact, like sent me a text asking if I was okay. I'm like, oh shit, what's happening? And then I'm looking at this, and it's like, I get a text from you, and it's like, there's an active shooter in Colombia. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Of all the days.
But you knew that wherever it was in the opposite direction because all the authorities
went in the opposite direction to wherever I was. It was actually active shooters. Yes, active shooters. It was like a it was a 3-person team.
Well, I think what happened was, and we're still waiting on details. I think 2 groups that were in dispute with each other arrived at the same place at the same time.
And that was no bueno.
No bueno. And they started to shoot it out with each other.
Okay.
So I don't think it wasn't.
Okay, so this was more like 2 groups.
Yeah, I don't think this is like what happened in New York last week, where the guy shows up, dressed like a subway worker, and he comes in
and he just gasses the place and shoots into the car.
So blindly shooting into. These were people
that's an active shooter.
They were like okay corralling it out up there.
Yeah, that was more
that's
like
what I think.
That was more like, I would say, gang violence. They're shooting at each other. They're not trying to shed innocent blood.
Not necessarily. No.
If you had to quantify the morality of such things.
Yes, the parameters.
The parameters of morality.
That's what I'm getting so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. It was like in the opposite direction of where I was, wherever that was in relationship to it. I think I was like 30 minutes away.
Okay.
Something like that. And I'm like,
yeah, it was just in a different part of the city.
Sure. Good.
Yeah.
Of course I wouldn't be that. I wouldn't be like Tom Cruise in War of the Worlds, where lightning strikes the ground 5 times and the ground starts to give way and crumble, and everyone's just staring at it,
going,
What the fuck?
What's that?
What's that?
Buddy,
like a bunch of fucking lemmings.
Dude, I'm gonna break camp, man.
Yeah, as soon as the lightning struck, you would have. The lightning strikes the ground 3 times in a row in the same spot. You're running.
Yeah, I'm an extremely curious person, but danger is danger. And it is time to go. I'll figure it out later.
Yep. So I went on and had a little bit of adventure. Got some boba tea. Found a good place.
Cool.
Good place to eat.
Was this the
This was post the comment. Excuse me.
No, I mean this club. Was it the same club you went to last time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The concert.
All right.
Yeah, I had a little adventure. I was a little shook up because, I guess by the grace of God, the universe, and everything, I've never been in a situation like what just took place, even close up, or this was about it. I got you.
Thank you.
So, I was a little shooketh, a little.
Shooketh uppeth.
So I thought, okay, I've got several hours to kill before the concert.
No pun intended.
It literally... Bruh.
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
For legal reasons, it's a joke.
Yeah.
So, I went to a bar, got like a peach mule drink.
Yeah. Well.
It did not do anything, and I got a little like, what?
Okay.
No, I get spooked when stuff like that, like if I drink hard alcohol but it doesn't do anything. It's like, it spooks me. It's like, oh God, is that the tolerance? I don't drink.
Yeah, which means that there was nothing in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Pussies.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm sorry. I guess next time I order peach vodka with ice. like 3 cubes of ice because it was a hipster bar in aesthetics. I'll make sure I get the hard shit.
Oh.
Yeah, vodka.
Okay. No.
Vodka did not do anything. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So I was like, okay, I need something a little bit stronger because that didn't do anything, but it was cheap. It was like $3.
Yeah.
And I was like, D8. I have no regrets.
Oh. Did you find a place down there that had some, or did you take...
Somehow!
Really?
Like, the only time I've been able to find Delta 8...
Right.
Here's the thing. I don't like Delta 8. Okay?
Okay.
Just to give you parameters,
right.
CBD is just relaxing the body.
Right.
That is basically it. It's turning off the physical symptoms of your body that makes you nervous or jitter.
That's cool.
Well, it is cool.
I can deal with that.
Yeah, I can deal with that too. You know,
right.
because sometimes it's like, I just don't want to be awkward or spooked, and it's a relaxer.
Right.
That's fine. And Delta 8, the only time I personally had been, in the past, had been able to get a hold of it was in like, like gummies or chocolate.
Sure.
But those things make me paranoid. Like, bad paranoid. Because if you take too little if I take too little of it, it doesn't do anything. But if I take too much, I'm basically trapped inside my own body for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tail end of the song 1, darkness imprisoning me, all that I see, absolute horror, I cannot live, I cannot die, trapped in myself, body my holding cell. Yeah, that part for 6 hours. And it's horrible.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
It is not fun. Oh my god, it is not fun. But I was like, you know what? I'm just trying to be diplomatic about how I phrase things.
Sure.
Okay? I was like, I was bored. I had several hours to kill.
Sure.
And a roll of quarters at my disposal.
Arcade?
No, it's no arcade, surprisingly.
Of course, there's no arcade.
Just for parking.
Yeah, I know. I'm just growing.
I know. And I tried some Delta 8, like a pre-roll.
Okay.
Yeah. That's better, in my opinion.
A pre-roll?
Yes.
What is that?
When you take Delta 8 flour and roll it up in paper.
Oh.
And then they sell it to you. It's pre-rolled for you.
Oh, that. Oh.
Yes. Like I said, trying to be diplomatic about this.
No, it's a smokable.
Yes, basically, smokable.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just
That's
curious.
better because that you can control that.
Sure.
1, 2 inhales, put
And
it
then
away.
Put it away.
Yeah, you're set.
Oh, yeah, because I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah, because edibles you cannot control.
You can't get it back once you get over that line.
Yes.
And I have, unfortunately, and it's been 20 years.
Yeah.
That's why you got to be careful about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, even Joe Rogan talked about it.
Because if you hit it just right, it makes for a great day. But just like you, darkness imprisoning me. It's like, oh my God. And you're in a cage and there ain't nothing you can do.
No way out. No way out. No way out.
Yeah. Yeah,
oh my God. Yeah. Yes. So that was better. So now I don't hate Delta 8. I hate Delta 8 edibles.
Yeah. You gotta watch that stuff.
Yeah, the flour is fine. If they figure out how to do Delta 8 concentrate, no. Hell no. That is too much.
No, it's too much.
Too much. The edibles were too much.
I just want to relax.
I just want to relax.
Yeah, I'm not, I just want to get...
No, I mean, every now and again, I might want to feel the rush of, like, my brain turning off and I start asking myself questions. But I'll do that at home. I can do that at my house.
Yeah, I'm not going out in the street to do that.
No. Not unless I had somebody with me.
No. Yeah, exactly.
It's like people have designated drivers.
Right.
If you're going to do fucked up shit in public, have a sober buddy.
Or at least...
someone who isn't as half cut as you. Well, me.
You're like, hey, man, we're going to look out for each other, okay? Okay, man.
Yeah, and they're basically it's the person that has you on the leash, leading you around like a damn dog.
You steer and I'll work the gas and the brake.
It's like one of you is watching the movie. It's like if you're looking at two people, the fucked up person is basically living the movie half baked, and the other person is living the movie Weekend at Bernie's.
Right.
That's the dynamic you need.
Well, yeah.
Okay?
Right. Not the extreme version of it either.
No. They don't need to kill you. Just the whole thing
I don't babysit anybody.
No. Just the whole thing about, I mean,
I've done it, but,
it's not fun.
It's not what I signed up for.
So that was fun. That definitely got me out of that whole, like, oh, I'm not going to die type of mentality.
Oh, cool.
So that helped. Concert rolls around, I go in, I don't fit in, I am colorful in a sea of blackly cloth people, which is the exact opposite of how it's been for the past several years of my life.
Well, yeah.
Being in a room full of colorful people, I'm the only person wearing black. I keep doing shit like that.
Right.
Or like, kind of like my cousin's wedding. It's a room full of like beige, neutral colors or pastels, and I'm wearing bright royal purple.
And no shoes.
It was an outside wedding.
It was.
Who was going to stop me?
Exactly. With the anklets and the toe rings, and that was kind of cute.
Yeah.
So
I didn't cause a scene. There really wasn't much room for dancing to begin with.
No.
I didn't expect it.
I mean, it was a.
And I wouldn't have been gratuitous with how I danced. I would just like hold myself into a corner and did a bunch of ballady steps because that's very conservative as far as belly dancing is concerned. But anyway.
Yeah. And you had a good time.
I did. I turned my brain off for 3.5 hours.
That's cool.
I caught the bass player staring at my ass. Well, that was nice, buddy. I looked at him. I looked at him and was like, can I help you? He was on stage when he did it. That was the thing.
Well, hey. Like, I see a black, you definitely stick out.
Yeah, exactly.
So. Oh, it's just like you when you went up to Nashville.
How so?
All those spray tan blondes up there.
Yes. I was like
and you're like Snow White, with a tan. Because that's your natural skin tone.
Yeah, I'm tan. They're orange.
They're orange and bleach blonde.
Yeah, and I was like one of the few. There were other chicks that had black brown hair. I was the only one with curly brown black hair.
Yeah.
That was the difference.
Right.
I was like, shit.
Yeah.
Everyone's like in short shorts and midriff and like crop tops, which is fine. I was wearing a red dress. Like a red dress.
Right. Which
is not the style of the day. We all stuck out like sore thumbs. I didn't give a shit. It's so weird. I've tried.
Who wants to be the same as everybody else? I don't understand that.
No, I don't get it. Here's the thing. If you grew up in the same town and that's just your culture.
And that's your culture?
That's fine.
It's like all your aunts. They all have the same haircut. They have the same style. My mother and her sisters.
Yeah?
They all basically have the same hair.
Yeah, because that's how they grew up.
That's how they grew up.
Yeah, that's normal for them.
That's normal for them. Mm-hmm. And everybody that they hang out with, go to church with, and that sort of thing, they all have the same hair.
Fine.
That's fine.
That's just their culture.
Yeah.
But I traveled extensively as a child, and now I can't go back to doing stuff like that. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it.
It just is.
Just is.
So.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. They didn't play Anima.
Yeah.
Fuck! They did play Sober and almost caused a riot, so that was fun.
Yeah, cool.
They can't not play Sober.
That would...
Like, if there's a Tool song you can't not play, that is definitely the top one. The other ones would probably be Schism and The Pot, which they did.
Cool. I mean, they're a good band.
Oh my god, they're so good.
They are good.
Like, stupid good.
What about did you get there for the opening act?
No, there wasn't an opening act.
Oh, I thought
I misread that.
Oh.
No, the opening act that
So I heard it was like a Metallica tribute band.
Yeah, that was apparently like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
In their hometown, which is further than 2 hours away, and I'm not going for a single set.
No.
You know, that's too far away.
Right.
I mean, I'd love to go out there one day, and I will.
You're a fan.
I'm a fan.
But
I need to pay for my gas, too. You know?
Right.
So, yeah, I'm a fan. And they gave me, they have, like, buttons. There's, like, stickers, t-shirts, and buttons of their merch. Yeah, they just fucking gave me one of their buttons. I was going to pay for it. It was like, nah, take it. I'm like, oh, thank you. It was like, shit.
Hell, they ought to recognize you.
They probably, I know
it's like the fifth time
the bass player recognized me.
It's like the fifth time you've seen this band.
Something like that, Something like that. Yeah, they're awesome. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, they're a good band.
Yeah.
They are.
So, yeah, holy shit. Kind of the main differences between them, kind of back on that trail, is they're all cosplaying as the original members of Tool. That's not a problem. I get it. We're in the cosplay culture. That's normal.
Sure.
The cover band singer, he has more of a head register than Maynard does. Maynard is definitely more in his throat and chest, while this guy is more in his throat and head register.
Okay.
There was also a few points during the night when, I don't know if there's a name for this technique, but he basically just got himself to run out of air during a high note. That's how long he sustained it, where he ran out of air.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a positive thing to do to yourself.
Well, I mean, if you can hold it for that long, sure.
Yes, and he did.
That's cool.
It wasn't like a 5-second high note. It was like 10, 12 second plus, and they just ran out of air.
Right.
And I was like, oh shit. He's also not as caustic as Maynard can be.
Cool.
Maynard, he's basically a well-read, sarcastic asshole who knows he's a well-read, sarcastic asshole, but people treat him like Jesus, and I get the sentiment that he doesn't appreciate that.
Good.
It'll
keep the music good.
Yep.
It'll keep the band together.
Yes.
Because that's what breaks up bands.
Correct.
Is when it's usually the lead guitarist or the lead singer starts thinking
Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, starts thinking they're Jesus because people treat them like they're Jesus.
Yes.
And it screws everything up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah, so good.
So
good.
yeah, and then there's just times I've seen bootleg concerts of theirs where he doesn't say anything like heinous, but every now and then he'll just like break into like a little 2-minute thing, which is relevant, but sometimes can kind of come across as caustic and abrasive.
Yeah.
And it's like, just fucking sing, damn it!
Yeah, just dance, monkey, okay?
Yeah, it's
I didn't pay for your political opinion or your social observation.
Yeah, I watched Joe Rogan for that.
Yeah, I paid for you to get up there and sing and shut the fuck
up. Okay.
Yeah.
So
dance,
yeah,
monkey,
so
dance.
Here's
my money, now shut up and dance.
Indeed. So the cover band singer, they're again, since they're all cosplaying, but he's better.
Yeah.
Not as caustic.
Well,
appreciative.
That's because if he pisses people off, he won't get...
Exactly.
They'll cancel him.
Good.
And, Maynard is Maynard.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He's in.
He doesn't care.
He's in, and he can't get kicked out, and that's just...
Whether or not he likes it or not,
he kind of reminds me, there used to be this guy, Glenn Danzig.
Oh, yeah, Danzig.
For the Misfits, when he went out on his own. Oh, my God.
Yep.
People... Oh...
I know Danzig.
Talk about thinking he was. I
like some of his music.
When you see couples, when you see a man and a woman, that's a couple, and they got Danzig stickers all over their minibus, and they get out of their vehicle and they're wearing both wearing Danzig t-shirts, and they both got the haircut, and you're like, oh my God, is you guys in a cult or what?
Nope.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's when you're getting a little carried away.
Indeed.
Okay, and that's your business.
Sure.
Okay, if you want to live your life
that way,
don't
force me to live your religion.
Yeah, that's religion. I don't care what it is. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody goes, well, God and religion. Religion has many applications.
Indeed.
Okay, idol worship is idol worship. That's your idol. That's your God.
Whatever.
Okay, whatever. you all get together.
Yeah, religion and spirituality is different.
I mean, but cult is cult.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go.
There you go. So anyway.
And then I drove 2 hours at night, kept talking to myself to keep myself awake because I didn't want to get jacked up on caffeine and then have to go to sleep.
As long as you're able to stay awake.
Oh,
sure.
I did. And I stayed awake and I'm here and I lived.
Yeah.
And it was a good day. A little scary. Wasn't anticipating a lot of things that happened.
Like a OK Corral shootout at the local mall.
Oh my God. I'm probably not going to go. What? No, I take that back. If I had the choice, I would go to the mall this upcoming Monday. Because what are the odds it's going to happen twice in the same 7 days?
I don't know.
If I had to choose a time to do it.
No, you're right. You're right. There's definitely more of a high visibility of law enforcement.
Yeah.
But
I remember seeing a video online.
I don't think the cities are going to be a safe place to be in.
I legit enjoyed my time.
Okay.
There, because I know what's about to get ready to bust out. I hope it doesn't affect the capital city as much as it does the bigger cities.
Well.
But ultimately.
But it is going to take place.
It is going to take place. So I took that day to enjoy it.
Sure.
Sure. If it wasn't, there are other places that are not as big that I could go and visit. That one's just special because it had one of my favorite bands performing there. Sure. That's about it.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That was my weekend. Yeah. I'm tired. And I'm running out of steam.
Yep.
And we got shit to do later.
You do.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Fine.
I'm not going.
You're not going?
No.
Why?
Because I'm not going.
All right. All righty then.
I got to take a shower.
All right, fine then. All right,
anyway,
good?
I'm good.
All right, I'm good. Well, that's it, folks. I was your host, Bel-E.
And I was your co-host, Mr. Scratch.
And we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Bye.